Morning. It's a glorious day out here today. It's crisp, it's cold. I wanted to talk to you today about integrity. We recently purchased a 2006 AEROLITE trailer. I've talked about it in a previous episode. I wanted to go over the things that I've discovered are in need of maintenance and repair. The person who sold it was not honest. They listed the trailer as in great condition, needs nothing, hook it up and go camping, it's ready to go. Nothing is ever perfect, but at the end of the day, he lied. He wasn't honest, and he was one of those guys that greet you with a smile and a warm handshake and will look you in the eye. And I wanted to go over why we bought the trailer. We saw the listing. The listing was for a 2007 Dutchman AEROLITE trailer. It turned out to be a 2006. I think that was just an error. I don't think he was trying to be deceptive in that regard. But we saw the listing for this trailer. I pulled up the specs on the trailer and I thought, hey, this is actually nice. It's got a lot of potential. Some of the things that stood out to me that I appreciated. It had easy lube hubs, dual axle, independent torsion axles. It tows beautifully. It really does. When I brought it home, I could hardly feel it. Felt it much less than our little Oasis trailer that's a single axle. So yeah, it really does tow beautifully. Another aspect that I really liked was the aluminum frame construction in the walls, in the ceiling. There's no chance of the framework rotting out. The frame itself has a lifetime rust-proof warranty, and when I checked the frame, it looked perfect. No issues with that. I like the EDPM one-piece rubber roof. I work on EDPM a lot. I know how to clean it, I know how to patch it, I know how to service it. It had a large refrigerator. Our trailer has no refrigerator. There's an exterior shower. It has an enclosed underbelly. So thermally, it's going to help you. It's going to help you for towing. You're going to have less drag, less turbulence. All positive things. And the floor layout itself was perfect for my wife and I. Walk around queen bed, 8 foot wide, so it's very roomy. It's cold here. My tripod hand is freezing. The fellow listed the trailer as everything works, nothing is wrong, and so we went to look at the trailer expecting to find all these really good attributes about the trailer. It's not what we found. Let me go over the list of the things that we discovered were not up to par. Some of them were discovered at the time of the purchase, and a few of them were discovered afterwards. When we bought the trailer, it was cold. It was minus 2 degrees down at lower levels, and up on the mountain where the trailer was sitting with a bit of a wind chill going on, it had to be about minus 8 or minus 10. I was in shorts, like I am often, and it was nighttime. It was dark. I had a flashlight, and we looked around at things, but still, you do miss things in the dark that you're going to see in the daylight. And yes, buyer beware and all of that, but that doesn't change the fact that the things that we missed were things that the owner said were great, things that the owner said were working. So did we miss a couple little things? Yes. Were we not able to check a few things? Yes. Did the owner say that they were in good shape and working? Yes, he did. So, dishonesty. He lied. So let me go over a few of the things that we found. I have a list. Now remember, he said the trailer needs nothing. Well, one of the first things I noticed was the awning had been ripped off. I asked him about it. He said, oh yeah, that happened in a windstorm. And I said, well, so then the awning doesn't work. And his response was, well, I never said it had an awning. The trailer came with an awning, so it's supposed to have an awning, but it doesn't have an awning. So now we're getting into semantics. I like to think that people are honest. I like to give them the opportunity to be honest. I wouldn't lie to people. I wouldn't cheat them. I wouldn't take their money knowing that I'm taking it under false pretenses. The slide out. So we look in the trailer and go, where's the slide out? And he goes, oh, it doesn't have one. Well, it's supposed to have one. Well, it's never had one since I've owned it. And while that may be true, you can't tell me that after I don't know how many years the guy had it, he didn't know there was supposed to be a slide out. Now, I think the slide out was probably deleted due to water intrusion at the slide out. Perhaps it was a design flaw from the get-go, and the best way to address it was to literally remove the slide out. I don't know. It looks like it was done professionally. Be that as it may, this model of trailer was supposed to have a slide out. You can add that to the doesn't work list. Obvious floor repair needed. Walking through the trailer, my wife and I could feel that there was a softness in places. And we asked him about it, and he said, oh, it's always been like that. There was a clear issue going on right at the entry door where it's actually humped up. Now, it's the original flooring in there, so I don't know if someone has pulled up the linoleum, tried to put down extra material, and then laid the linoleum down on top of it. The shower wall is cracked. I asked him about that, and he said he had no idea about that. It's his trailer. How does he not know that the shower wall is cracked? The tub itself had a crack in it. It's in great shape. Everything works. It's ready to go. We're looking under this trailer, and I point out the icicle sticking down from the freshwater tank, where Eternabond tape has clearly patched a crack. He was shocked. He had no idea that that was like that. Again, I find that hard to believe. He advertised the trailer as having a permanent solar panel on the roof that's always charging the batteries. You never have to do anything. They're always charged, they're ready to go, and that the batteries were near new. The bathroom vent fan. Really? He advertised the trailer as having no leaks. As soon as I started opening compartment doors, it was evident that water was getting in, to the point where the floor was wet. The linoleum was torn in the compartment, and the plywood underneath was soaked. The water heater. The trailer was parked on the edge of the driveway, up against a bunch of very prickly rose bushes. So you could not access the right side of the trailer other than the very back to get in the door itself. So I couldn't go along and open any of the compartments on that side, or the water heater door. Asked him about the water heater when we were in the trailer. He said it works. He said, but don't switch it on. It's been drained, and so if you do that, you're going to damage the electrode. Fair enough, I thought that makes sense. So I won't switch it on, but we did ask if it worked, and he said, yes, it works. Well, take a look. Once I got the trailer home the following day and opened the door, I'm looking at this going, I don't think this has worked in a decade. So again, just straight up lying. So what's the moral of this story? Don't buy a trailer in the dark. Now, we bought the trailer knowing that there was a bunch of things wrong with it because we saw value in it. What my wife is very upset about, and I don't blame her, and I feel responsible for this. We look through different lenses. I'm looking at everything and going, I can fix that, I can fix that, I can fix that. Fixing things is what I do. What she didn't want was another project. And so when he looked us both in the eye and he said, it's ready to go, you can go camping tomorrow, everything works, it's just fine. She listens to that and goes, okay, it ticks off the boxes we needed to tick off, not being a project. Now, we're not getting the smoking deal that we thought we might be getting. It's going to take a lot of my time, and it's going to take some money, especially that water heater. That could be $1,000 repair. The other thing that's really evident is that maintenance hasn't been done on this unit for many years. He claimed it was parked undercover, but there's moss growing on the roof, in the cracks of the sealant. You're not going to get that if it's been parked undercover. That's what happens to trailers when they're parked outside. So again, he's not being honest there. during the course of looking at the trailer, as he's answering questions, you know, the pennies are dropping, and I'm going, okay, he's either being dishonest or he's just completely obtuse. As much as I'd love to say who it was, I'm not going to. Be honest, people. To have some integrity. All right. Rant over. Thanks for watching.